Oh boy. No, there they are. Well, leopard print panties made it out alive. Gosh. So, Tom Jones. Episode 3. Well, episode 1 of the new Off Track. And let me explain. Episode 2. Episode 1 of the new Off Track. Alright, regardless what episode it is, this is going to be a long one. And I can explain. It's been 18 months at least since we made an episode. And Jude, I'm going to put a video in right here, and you can explain a little bit about how come and why.
Hi everybody, it is Jude here, and the reason I have not been on Off Track for a while is because I've been really sick with suspected Lyme's disease, and that's basically the reason why I've not been hiking that much for a while, and but I'm hoping to get a little bit better this summer. And go check out my YouTube channel, Days with Jude. That is my other channel. I want to be back, but I'm just really sick all the time, so that's the reason why.
Time to wake up. It's going to be a super long episode of Off Track due to the fact that it's been so long. This episode is about solo camping, or going off by yourself when everybody else bails on you at the last minute. I don't know. Maybe people will come. Maybe they won't. But let's do theme of this episode, solo camping. This is Samson, by the way. Hi, Samson. You can't come with us. It's not going to be Chihuahua approved. That's a good way to put it. All right, let's get up. Not locked. Gotta lock it. It's good to be back. Sooner or later, we'll get that baby going. And gotta get some footage out on the boat, too. Going to the Dutch Bros. A tall shot in the dark with whipping cream or half and half. It's too hot. Can't drink anything this damn hot. God. Okay, if you look way out there, there's the mountains. All right, you're in the town of West Fir, and that is a beautiful backdrop. I painted it myself. Colors are still drying in this area. And then this is evidence of, I think they call it Dead Mountain. How nice to be able to walk down the middle of a road and just really not worry about anything. It's a rather sparse looking information board, but it shows the hidden map of where we're going, so don't zoom in. Part of the reason I'm going up to this location is because of dropping off water. bring it
Okay.
down.
Going down. Imagine it's 90 degrees out. You've got about a 4-hour window here. That's a fantastic rock to jump off of. Really nice deep pool, and there are some nice fish in here. It's pretty kid friendly too as the water drops. There's some nice deep cold pools in there. Let me see if I can zoom in. I'm hungry. Eggs. I made like 8 of them, and they're still warm. Looking at this egg, you know, Darwin always said that it was the peacock feather that drove him bonkers because of the ornateness and beauty of it, but also the eye that is visible within the design of the peacock feather. Equally complex is the egg. Well, tasty too. Bad day. Whoops. Should we take a closer look? There's a lot going on here. Wasn't expecting a tweed coat, and it smells like black mold. I'm gonna say stolen, and it looks like the impact it's fairly obvious where people have come for spare parts, haven't they? There's some fuses. Looks like they even got some fluid off of that. Oh boy. No, there they are. Well, leopard print panties made it out alive. Gosh, so Tom Jones. Smell how good it smells out here. Nothing like that desert air. So this is where we fill up our water barrels, because this is it. I mean, once we get to the top of the mountain, once this dries up, you got to travel back down another, I don't know, 20 minutes and fill up your barrels again. But this will be great for a campfire tonight. It's just a little diversion that goes under the road. But I give it another 30 days and it's done. I think I see horse sign or something bigger. Yeah, let me say that's horse.
You see it's been eating hay, so it's fresh. We may have company up at the top here. Trying to see if I see any hoof prints. Maybe that one. Okay, so I'm going to show you this side road real quick. Because tonight, if the gate's open, which it is, we're going to do a night drive up in the air. Mosquitoes are coming out. This ain't gonna work. Okay, much better. Bit stretchy pants, but they're black and it's gonna be hot. Not always gonna be able to hide in the shadows here. So I always carry this around with me, just by nature of, you know, I do a little bit of sweating when I'm out in the woods. This is a Buck, the Dollar Tree body powder. And I thought I would try a little bit on my hands to see how the mosquitoes would react to it. So I just noticed that the mosquitoes are highly not interested in my flesh right now. Which is gonna look totally awesome all over my face. But let's see how this works. So, kabuki theater now. Okay, now it looks like I was at a 70s nightclub in the bathroom. Oh, that view sucks. Hey, that's just horrible. All right, so I can't say enough about this $7 Mylar insulation that you use for home improvement. It's you can buy it by the yard. It's like a insulated Mylar balloon, and that is gonna keep me warm all through the night. It did in the hammock, and it'll provide just a little bit more cushioning, although it was pretty darn good on its own. So altogether I've got Mylar, a Thermarest mattress from Goodwill that was like $2. This was like, I don't know, $5. This was on Craigslist for $20, and he had 2 of them. I should have bought both of them. Everything here is frugal, right? Frugal footing. So here we are. Okay, not a bad way to go. Everything here is ready for the evening, and it's not even 8:30, I don't think. All right, wow, that is quite a sight here. The mountain mimer. That's not too bad, is it? Whoa. It's working though. So what I have here is I have some sage burning and some incense. Not only does it take care of the place according to you know, Native American lore and beyond that, it seems to help keep the bugs away. So we've got a healthy bit of that coming on. So if you see something that looks like a spirit floating in front of the lens, then you'll know what that's all about. But down here, you can't see it, but I'll show you in a second. If you're solo camping, you want to go light. You want to go light anyway. You know, packing a 40-pound pack is just ridiculous. And it's only needed if you're going in for multiple days at a time, or you have some plan of contingency, or you're bringing in somebody who can't carry their own weight. Don't do that. Being solo is way better than hanging out with people that shouldn't be out in the woods. Take them to a park. Okay, well, get the wrist cap out of here. made that out of duct tape. It helps cover this lens, and I'll show you the camera contraption I'm using here at the end of this video. So we'll go over just from left to right here. I like to bring something that can burn for a while as far as a light source is concerned, because if I'm running out of match, or if I lose my ability to make a fire, I've got something with oil in it that's super lightweight. So this you can get for under $5. It's plastic. It supposedly lasts 115 hours, and the wick has a little plastic cover so that won't get wet. All of these little survival packages that you pass up at REI or Walmart, they're worth getting, especially this one here. It's got a dry pouch in it, and it's got tons of, a 72-hour kit, we'll call it. I can't say enough about having flagging tape. That's why I got 2 rolls out instead of 1, because, if you're flagging your way deep into the woods, there's no need for a missing person unless, if it stems from a mechanical injury or some kind of predation problem. But if you're getting lost in the woods, that means you didn't have this. And there's other options too, of course, for walking deep into the woods, but that is just such a simple, inexpensive one. And what did I drop here? Well, let's pick that one up. These are gator waders. In the Northwest and the Pacific Northwest, if your feet get wet because you don't have on the right boots, your legs are certainly going to get wet if you don't have something like this. Now, I buy them a little bit larger for putting wool socks, doubling underneath it, maybe even sometimes wearing 2 sets of gator waders. But that protects not only your foot, but it also keeps your pants from getting ripped up by Pacific Northwest blackberry bushes. Can't say enough about this either. $3 worth of Atwood paracord at your local home improvement store. You can use it for everything, and inside of it, of course, is a million other pieces of small, well-made, tight string that you can use from stitching to fishing to making last-minute bonnets for Mother's Day. And waterproof matches. This is just a really cool container because it's totally waterproof inside the waterproof matches. And imagine if you wanted to keep something dry, you've got this little container here, and that's good to go. I mean, you could use this pack in combination with that. A lock. I carry locks with me all the time. That gate that we talked about earlier, that's going to come in handy here. And up here I've even got some I've got giant chains, so I can, someone could come up here and pop that lock. Sure, they could break into my car. They could do, you can't stop all the factors, but a lot of people aren't prepared, so carry around some locks with you. And break a $15 pair of binos into a monoscope. If you want to go light, you don't need the other one. It's got all the focal tools right on it, and you can use it in combination with your phone. I don't know if I can, I've got an extra lens on there, but there is a way to mount this onto your phone and actually record at great distances, and I'll show you how to do that later. But I actually have a wide angle lens going on right now. Costco, this is a great hammock by Costco called Chillax. All the cords and ropes are in there, the carabiners are in there, and having a hammock with you it's just the best. You can use a hammock for a million other things besides falling asleep in. You can use it as a chair, you can use it as a splint. They catch wind really good, they're bright, so they would be great for search and rescue. If you had a giant, flying green tarp, lightweight, that you could have hanging from the top of a tree in the daytime, that's great. Okay,
Yeah, what a collection, huh? So this tells you how much laundry goes on at my house. What is up with kids always washing their jackets and their shorts? I'm not talking about their underwear. Anyway, I digress. Lint, totally flammable, and just a handful in your backpack carried in there is a nice little fire starter. Let's get to the nitty-gritty here. A 40 cal pistol. Okay, this is an awesome, thin, concealed carry 40 cal by Walter. It's just perfect for my needs. It's extremely accurate and powerful. It's got the white sights, and I just carry 2 clips with me at all times. I hate to go back to, and of course, search and rescue, having a 40 cal, you know, warning shots or rescue shots of 3. You just can't, you know, you never know what you're going to wander into, but there's a million other reasons you can use a pistol, and getting lost is one of them. And, you know, it seems kind of crazy, but having a nice size laser pen that you can go on a website like wish.com, and you can actually, sorry, I got distracted. I heard something. You can go on a place like wish.com, W-I-S-H, and you can get these high-powered laser pens. This one's, you know, just a bright green one, and they shoot for miles. So imagine at night you hear a helicopter, you know, and you can get a little fire going. But gosh, if you can get a laser pen up in the air in combination with the smoke, I mean, it's just, you know, it's fun too, and it keeps it entertaining. A great camera if you can swing it. This is a little larger, but you know, an SLR camera is always great to have. Small jet boiler. This is not wet fuel. I wish it was, and if I had to do it over again, because you can use other sorts of gas in the wet fuel ones. This one, these containers, unfortunately, you throw them away. Food, okay, so not everybody's favorite, I get that, but you know, this is tomato basil sardines with some vegetarian taco pasta. This is just very low, you know, low weight stuff to carry with you. Now, if I wanted to have a glass of wine with my sardines, boy, it's quite Italian in here. I'm not going to carry a bottle of vino with me deep into the woods. These are great little wine Boda bags. And yeah, this is a luxury, but you know, you want those kind of things. So is a French press maker. You know, there are some things here that I enjoy having when I'm roughing it. So having good coffee and vino, and this is mosquito netting. So if I get really bad, I just wear that over me like a hat. And then bungee cords. A million things you can use them for. I mean, you could use them, gosh, you could make a splint with this. You could, you know, make a trap with this. And I like the ones that don't have a point on them. I think these you can get at the dollar store. I mean, most everything here, you know, I didn't overpay for it. And I'm certainly not going to overpay for batteries. I mean, rechargeable batteries. These are just Duracell ones. I'm sure you can get better quality rechargeable ones, but they work just fine. And then durable, sturdy, well-worn gloves. I like a good pair of leather, well-worn gloves just because they, you know, if you have to grab a rock or a tree for any reason to build a shelter, I mean, they're nice. Tough hide isn't going to cut your hand up. A moleskin book, if you want to journal something down and your phone's dead. These are tiny little guys that just fit right inside your pack, and I'll show you my pack in a second. I guess this would probably go in this pack here. Well, after dinner contemplation, you're writing the great American novel on your moleskin, and you're having a little bit of black watched tobacco. So that goes good.
This is just a band of sweetgrass that a Native American gave me, which really doesn't need to go here, but I thought it looked like Willie Nelson's hair got cut off, so I put it there. Technical gear. Okay, so the camera. Okay, so you've heard about it, we talked about it, and this is it. This is the older, I think this is first generation FLIR that goes on the iPhone 5. This is a fantastic tool that I think this version now is under 150 bucks. And if you want to rule out something that's coming into your camp, this is the tool to do it. Now, the distance on it is not great. If I wanted to go behind that tree and maybe 2 trees back there, I could see heat signature. Back there, I don't think so. But, you know, I've had little things come into my camp at night, including deer and field mice, and I could not see them, and I didn't want to blow them up with a flashlight. So that's a great tool. Once again, inexpensive. I mean, these iPhones now, they're still got great cameras on them, and they're almost obsolete, the 5 is. This I got off of Craigslist for 30 bucks. Pretty sure it's, you know, $100 recorder, records in stereo. And then these rubber tie downs, you can use them for everything. I strap things around my backpack like this. I may put around my backpack around one of the arms, and this just holds it down nice and tight. I mean, even something like this would work. And then this baby has been with me for quite a while. This is my walking stick, and it has been on a lot of adventures. It's an old maple walking stick, and maple is awesome because once it dries, it gets extremely hard and light, almost like a dense version of bamboo. And because of the squatching implications of all this stuff here, I even put an accurate measurement of 12 inches on this. So, you know, each one of these is an inch long. And I use the straightest part of the stick. You can see that. So it should be pretty accurate. Okay. Well, that's a good start. I still have some holes to fill in it, and this one could use one more rock, and I think that'll do it. I think there's one over there. Okay, these ones will do. They're not exactly flat, but you can box them in tight corners, but I think these are the mother load. They're gonna be heavy though. Alright, I really got to jump on the day. It's only like 10:50 in the morning, and I thought it was closer to like 4, so my bio clock is all screwed up. Alright, so we are headed about an hour into the woods. I don't know if I'm going to carry a gallon of water right now, to be honest. I may have to rain check him on that. Wash down the pickle juice. Okay, well, have everything but everything. I've got a lot of it. And pack is feeling pretty secure. It's not too heavy, thank God. You know, the bigger the pack, the bigger you're gonna pack it, I figure. The ultimate goal is to go down to a fanny pack. Now we're coming up on the spot here where we saw the lights. That was almost 3 years ago to the day. Right through here is a prairie, or
an old high mountain bog or lake. I mean, these are all blueberries out here, so luckily they're not ripe and there's no bears, but it's vast. And there's a young woman with us, and she thought she saw a headlamp right up in the trees there, and it popped in and out right behind the trees, right in front of the trees, until they all showed up here right as the sun fell. And there is a shortcut to the trail I want to get to through that way. I think I'll stick to what I know though. But what a fantastic spot to come tonight to Star Watch. Here's a little tree frog. Just the slow pace seems to help, and maybe next time stopping near a windy spot. Okay, so we've entered into a bank robbery scenario. Now you got the mosquito netting point of view. Actually, you can see through it pretty darn well. Here is an old rock cairn, not oxygen. It's on the right hand side. So there might be a campground, an old one out that way. It could be out this way. But we'll add a rock to it. So that's what you're supposed to do. I think there's a couple more up here. Yeah, here's one more. It's also on the right side, and it was maybe about 50 yards above the other one. So maybe something between those two, between that area and that area, back in here. Okay, I am coming up on a sign on the trail here. Came from that way, and I see my turnoff here. So, no trail. We're going that way to look for markers that I have hidden. Bye-bye, trail. All right. Marker number 1, which I saw this one first, right over there. There's one. There's another one. And another one. Yeah, I tied a lot of them. And I tied them pretty tight. Back in this way, about 100 yards, is a really hot spot for all things squatchy. Oh, that breeze is running across the mountain too. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah. This is it. Beautiful kitchen table. Thank you, Todd. And fire pit. Someone's up here.
Had some top ramen. That wasn't me that left the junk. Had to be somebody I showed the site to. Have to clean that up. There's my fire poker. Aha! This is something I wanted. Make sure I brought that. That's good. And these are our teepee poles. And back here is my barrel. It looks like it's been messed with. Or did I leave it like that? I don't remember.